Hi there. I know it's been a while since I've been on, and I was not planning on doing a video today, hence the reason why my hair looks like this. I just took a shower and I literally just let it go and didn't even think to try it. And I know the lighting is bad. My husband has these smart lights, and I turned the light on and it decided it wanted to reset. And it was like a disco in here. Okay, so it was like strobe lighting. And then my other lamp that I have, the cat's broke it. So I'm sorry that the lighting is low. I will try to hurry this video along. But I wanted to jump on very quickly. Yes, it's been a while since I've been on. First of all, my computer was broken. I have a Lenovo, and I've had a Lenovo in the past, and I loved it. And we bought a new computer when that one went out of date. And the memory card apparently was fried, and it destroyed my hard drive. And it created a whole lot of other issues for me. Well, after a month, around 5 to 6 weeks of trying to get that fixed, I think we finally got it fixed. Let me push this down a little bit. And I might have a cat or two that jumps up here. Sorry about that. So that's the one thing. The other thing is, if you watched my last video, I still had some negative attachments stuck to me. I had a reading with Melissa, Free Range Psychic, and she taught me some steps that I can use to get rid of these negative attachments. And I have a procedure now that I can use, and it's working pretty well. And the negative, well, there was some cords. My brother is attached to me. He was attaching himself to me through cords. If you don't do light work, that may not mean a thing to you. But he was spiritually attaching himself to me, and he was draining me. So ever since the Trump election, back in 2016, let's call it the Trump defunct election. The day after that election, ever since that day, I have felt this complete and total drain on me. And that's an empathic thing. It's easy to lose your power and your energy when you're an empath because other people latch onto it. And there was so much negativity out there in the world that I was losing. It was like it was being sucked out of me. And I learned recently that my brother is one of the attachments that's corded himself to me, and it was from a past life experience. And I have now learned a procedure to remove those cords. The thing is, it's like a psychic vampire kind of a thing, and I'm going to have to continue doing this exercise for the rest of his life. That's what it looks like right now. Because it's been a week since I learned this procedure, and the day that the first time I did it, it was like this huge, it was so wonderful. I had all my energy back. I was motivated. I had drive. I had focus again. And I've had to do this exercise 3 times because he's reattaching himself to me. And today was one of those days that he reattached. But the thing is, now I know what it feels like. I get these weird headaches, these kind of heavy, like there's a lot of pressure in my head, headaches. He's attaching to my crown chakra and my third eye chakra and to my solar plexus. So he's using that to drain me. And what was really interesting, I was using my pendulum today, and we're going to do this today live. With these cards, I got a reading to do, and I'm going to show you how I work with this. But I pulled my pendulum out, and I was going through the exercise, the procedure to cut these cords because I felt him hit me again. I mean, I felt it happen. And I came in, and I immediately pulled out my pendulum, and I closed my eyes, and I started going through the process of cutting the cords from the chakras that he's attached himself to. I got to the solar plexus, and I just happened to open my eyes, and my pendulum was literally just like this. I mean, it was swinging so hard in the no, and I was just like, too bad. You're out of here. I can't have you attached to me. There was a lot of aggressive, angry energy in my pendulum, and as soon as I cut that cord in the procedure, the visualization I was doing, everything calmed down. My headache went away. I got clear-headed again. I got energy again because I'd been really drained. Like I needed to take a nap for like 4 hours. Okay, let me drop the card. Where did I drop? Oh, the Palace of Cups. Okay, so that's what I've been up to, is dealing with all of this negative crud that's attached to me. But I did have a reading with Melissa Free Range Psychic. I highly recommend it. She was wonderful. I learned some things about past lives, and maybe at some point down the road I can share that with you. It was very exciting. I also attended a workshop for Tim Wilde. He co-authored a book with Diana Cooper, who I love, and I learned some things from him. We did a wonderful meditation that opened up our chakras while I was doing that workshop. And I have a reading with him this coming Wednesday. Tim Wilde is actually the physical aspect or physical incarnation of the god Thoth. So, very interesting individual. If you want to look him up, it's Tim and then W-H-I-L-D, Wild. All right, so I was just in there and I saw that the Truth Warrior put up a video. And I haven't been watching a lot of videos. The energy around Trump has been very odd lately. And I've noticed a lot of readers that I follow have said the same thing that I've been feeling, that it just feels strange. And I've been saying for a couple of weeks now that it feels like Trump is already gone. And that's why I really haven't wanted to do a reading. And my guides haven't pulled me to my tarot cards in like 3 weeks. And maybe even longer than that. But I feel like Trump is gone already, and I've been saying that for a couple of weeks. I just feel like he's not in power anymore, and he just hasn't physically been removed from office. And then Truth Warrior put up a video today, and she said the same thing, that her guides had told her that he's already gone. I was like, well, that's what my guides told me, that at the end of August, he was going to be gone. By September, he was out of there. And I just asked, the Wheel of Fortune just flew out. It's fate. Time's up. All right. I just asked my pendulum. I pulled my pendulum out and I asked my guides, is Trump already gone? And they said yes. They said he is already gone. So I am doing what the Truth Warrior did in her video, and I'm asking them, well, can you give me some idea about when he will physically be removed from office? I have learned why it's hard for spirit to determine times and like timelines. It's because one of the reasons why is because of free will. We have free will here, and that can change things in an instant. The other reason why is because time is not linear, and that's even more prominent on there where spirit is than it is here. Time for us is actually speeding up, and people always say, "Gosh, time just flew." It's because time is not linear. Time does speed up and slow down. It looks like it's not. The clock still shows an hour passed. But for you, depending on what you were doing, it may have felt like 5 minutes passed, or it may have felt like 6 hours passed. Okay? So that's one of the reasons why it's hard for spirit to determine timelines, because over there, time is a little different. It's very funky over there. So when they say it's going to happen soon for us would be, because we're so into this instant gratification, soon to us is tomorrow or in an hour. And to them, soon could be 3 months from now or 6 months from now. Okay, but I'm going to try to get a date. Truth Warrior got the 19th, and that felt good to me. The 19th did feel good to me. I'm going to see what my guides said. And they told me they want me to pull 3 cards. So here we go. This is how I do this. I'm going to bring this down so that you can watch. And this is how I've been shuffling. You've seen how much I've been shuffling. Let's just do it. One more like this. All right. When is Trump physically going to leave office? I need 3 cards, please. When is Trump physically going to leave office? And again, I'm so sorry for the lighting. Blame it on smart lights. Okay. I didn't want you guys to have seizures. All right, here we go. All right, this one, this one, this one. All right. Now, what I tend to do, do any of these cards not belong in this reading? This doesn't feel like it belongs. Let me just check. Does this card belong in this reading? This, by the way, this is no. This is yes, and it looks, I can see it better than you can on camera. Does this card belong in this reading, Spirit? No, it does not. Okay. What happens for me, what happens when I'm looking at the cards that I pull, when I ask the question, does any card not belong in this reading? This graphic in the center on this one, it actually glowed. It popped for me. So that's out. So the Seven of Cups does not belong in this reading. That's not a surprise. Do either of these two cards not belong in this reading? Neither one of them is really popping. If either of them doesn't belong, it's this one, but I think these two are good. Do these two cards belong in this reading? Oh yeah, that belongs. Does this card belong in this reading? Yep, that belongs too. Okay, I need one more card. So you can see why this takes a while when I do a 10-card reading, because I do this, and usually I get all 10 cards right on the first try, or at least 9 of them. All right, one more card, please. One more card. I need one more card. And when I fan them out, when I fan the cards out, what will happen is one will stand out to me. That one did. This one did too. And that's how I pick my cards. All right, which one of these belongs in this reading? Which one of these belongs in this reading? Okay, does this one belong? Yep. This one literally just lit up. Let me just check. Does this card belong in this reading? Oh, no, it doesn't. It's the Queen of Swords. Huh. All right. Then what I do is I put them out and I ask, which is the first card? Which is the first card? Please show me. Which one of you is the first card? I feel like it's between these two. Which is the first card? This one? Which is the second card you want me to read? Which is the second card you want me to read? This one. They were in order, it looks like to me. Okay. I'll just double check that with the pendulum. Are these cards in order, top to bottom, cards 1 through 3, in the order that you want me to read them? That's a yes. Okay. I have not looked at these cards yet. Let's just see what happens. Page of Cups, 4 of Coins, and 10 of Cups. That's a really good card. Page 4. All right. How is this telling me when he's going to be removed? 10 days? That just popped into my mind. 10 days just popped into my head. So this is a 4, this is a 10. Pages in tarot are a 11. I don't think that's what this is saying, though. Okay. I'm getting the impression from this card that this is Donald Trump, kind of, his mind is reverting to that of a child. Is that correct? Whoops, I moved it. I'm sorry. That's why I use my both hands, because if I use just one, my hand's too unstable. Is this card showing that Donald Trump is reverting to, his mind is reverting to that of a child, that his mind is digressing, possibly from Alzheimer's or dementia or Parkinson's? Which is it? Does Donald Trump have Parkinson's disease? My dad died of Parkinson's disease, by the way. He had Parkinson's related dementia. And that it was a long, hard road to watch my dad suffer like that. But anyway, does Donald Trump have Parkinson's disease? It looks like he doesn't. The pendulum is starting to go to a no. I can usually tell. I've been working with my pendulum so long, I can usually tell. No. Okay, does he have dementia? Does Donald Trump have dementia? Give it a second to think. No. Does he have Alzheimer's? Does Donald Trump have Alzheimer's? It doesn't look like he does. It looks like the pendulum wants to do something, though. Does Donald Trump have a mental disorder? Yeah, he does. And this mental disorder is causing him to behave like a child, or is it causing him for his mind to revert to the mind of a child? If it's causing him to behave like a child, please swing 45 degrees to the left. If it's causing his mind to actually degrade to that of a child, 45 degrees to the right, please. Okay, his mental disorder is causing his mind to degrade to the mind of that of a child. Okay, for me, this is right. It looks left to you, but to me, it's right. Is there any other message you want me to get from this card? Is there any other important message that you want me to get from this card? There is. What is it? Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. What is it? I'm pulling in on the gold. Gold. Does it have something to do with the color gold or with gold in general? Does it have something to do with the color gold? He's going to lose his gold. I'm getting he's going to lose his gold, like he's going to lose his money. I'm like getting the image of the Emperor's New Clothes and Fool's Gold and King Midas. But in this case, it's not everything he touches is gold, but everything that he has touched that was gold is now going to become crap. Is that kind of what you're trying to get me to see here? That what was once gold is now going to be tarnished and lost. Okay. Anything else? Is there anything else of meaning that you want me to get from this card? Any other messages that you want me to get from this card? There is, and I don't know what it is. His son. Does this have something to do with Barron? Does this have something to do with Barron Trump? Is he going to lose Barron? Is Barron turning on his father? Is Barron going to leave with Melania? There's a lot of energy coming through the pendulum right now, so apparently there's something having to do with Barron. Either that, or I've got a negative credola coming through my pendulum. Because that's what happens when I've got negative crud coming through my pendulum. Okay. Anything else? Okay, so it has something to do with Barron. Melania is going to take Barron. Barron is going to turn on his father and actually turn out to be pretty good. Is that right? Barron is actually going to grow up to be not like his father. Is there any other message that you want me to get from this card? Anything at all? Now we're going to the no. Okay. So that's what they were wanting me to get. Barron is going to leave. Barron is not going to turn out like his dad. Barron is going to actually grow up and be a pretty good guy. For the rest of the Trump kids, not so much. That doesn't answer our question, though, does it? When is he going to physically leave office? I don't know what this card means, to be honest. And just so you know, I hope you followed along with what this card was trying to tell us. That Trump's mind is reverting to that of a child because he's got a brain disorder that's doing that to him. Barron is going to leave office, and what he touches is going to, all that was once gold is now crap. He's going to get offered to leave. He's been made an offer. Someone has made an offer to Donald Trump to leave office. Is that what this card is telling me? Somebody has already made him an offer and said, leave, and we'll let you take some of your money with you. Is that correct? Is there any other message that you want me to get out of this card? and it's going into a no. It's turning that's how it goes to a no for me. So that's what this is. Okay, an offer has been made. An offer has been made. Probably another one. I think he's been made several offers, and I have a feeling that this time he's going to take it. And if he doesn't, I think he's going to get pushed out. Okay, this card, the 10 of Cups. So this was the Page of Cups. This was the the 4 of Coins, and this is the 10 of Cups. This is a happy card. This is good. This is a happy card for families. There's the dog. This is like in the final outcome position of a 3-card reading, or the future position. Is this card saying that he's gone in 10 days? Literally, I mean, is it that? Could it be that simple? That in 10 days he'll be gone physically from the White House? At least the way it looks right now. 10 days, and we'll all be really happy. He'll be gone. Well, that's a yes. Is there anything else you want me to get out of this card? Any other messages in this card for me? No. It's going into the no. 10 days and he's gone. Okay. That's what this reading is saying. It is what, the 8th or 9th right now? Maybe the Truth Warrior was right. The 19th. When she said it, it felt right to me. And this, 10 days from now. Okay. I was getting, that he'd be gone. So, interesting. Okay. All right. That's my reading. So see, you guys got to see how I do this and how the cards, how I pull the cards, how I put them in the order that I read them, and then how I use my pendulum to tell me the answers. Interestingly enough, this has been on my mind, and I cannot seem to get it off of my mind, so I wanted to address it. Somebody had posted in a comment, weeks ago, and she said that when she goes into a store like a New Age store and she walks by the pendulums, they all just go crazy. I was like, man, I was so jealous of her. I thought, gosh, how lucky is she that she walks in and her energy is that strong that she causes these pendulums to go crazy like that. How exciting. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting here working with my pendulum, and when something negative comes through, the energy that comes out of this thing is unreal. Like I said today, it was just woo. All I had said was that I was going to cut this cord at my solar plexus chakra, and this thing went bonkers. So my concern is, if you are having this, I don't know who you were. I cannot remember who you were. If you are finding that your energy is really, really high off the charts when you go and you're walking around like pendulums and things, maybe check to make sure that you aren't being influenced by something negative, because the influence and the energy from my guides is very calm and very soothing when I work with them. And that's why my pendulum kind of moves so slowly. And it's because it's very calm. And the energy of a dark, like a demon, or whether you call it a demon or a dark entity or a darkness or dark energy, negative energy. I'm not super fond of the term demons, but I'll use it because it's easy for people to understand what I mean by that. When I have a demonic or negative or dark energy come through my pendulum, the pendulum actually takes on a very aggressive energy, very angry and aggressive energy. And it swings with a lot more power, to the point that it's a little scary. But when I'm working with my guides, it's that very gentle, very calm, like I'm in a soothing stream of water kind of energy. And that's all I have for you today. And again, I'm sorry it's been so long since I did a video. It's just I've been dealing with a lot of stuff and with the computer and my own negative crud that I've been trying to clean out. But things feel like they've taken a turn for the better now. And I had some serious emotional upheaval as I was working through some of my own deep emotions, pulling out old energy and getting rid of it. I had a couple of days where I was in no emotional shape to do anything but sit in my chair and cry. But I got all that out of me, and I feel so much better now, and I'm hoping to do another video soon. Hopefully now we're going to turn the corner. Let's just keep our eye on the 19th of September. If he's not gone by the 19th of September physically, I have a feeling it's going to be very soon, very quickly thereafter, because the GOP has to get rid of him to get a new candidate up for 2020, because they're not going to run him in 2020. They just can't, and they know that. They know they can't run him in 2020 because they know he'll lose. And if they have any hope of keeping the White House or keeping any kind of power in Washington, they have got to put up a stronger candidate. And they are running out of time to do that. So that's the logical aspect. And with that, I'm going to turn this off. That's probably the shortest video I've ever done. All right. Thank you guys. Blessings and love to you. And send love and light to the Bahamas. Send prayers to all of them. Prayers do work, especially when you mean them. And especially when you visualize light and love going to the people and to the land there. And to the coast of the United States. To the eastern coast. But the Amazon, there's no shortage of places where you could stop for just a couple of minutes and just visualize love and light pouring into those places. All right, have a good night. Love you all. Bye-bye.